Good evening, everybody. We are all here tonight to celebrate a very important moment for our health courses at Universidade São Francisco, USF, in especially to our Med Experience program. And for that reason, we are receiving very important international guests. And in respect of our international guests, this presentation will be all in English as you have received the information. Mas vou fazer uma pequena apresentação em português para lembrá-los que esta apresentação hoje à noite será feita em inglês, em respeito aos nossos convidados internacionais da Michigan State University. Eu vou apresentá-los em seguida, professor Mark Albee e professor Sang Chung. E nossas professoras, convidada, a coordenadora do curso do programa Med Experience na USF, a professora Andréia, e a professora Liz Ponet, coordenadora da dimensão de internacionalização. Boa noite também, Marina, que é do Departamento de Relações Internacionais da USF, que nos ajuda hoje, e eu sou professora Cristiane, também do Departamento de Relações Internacionais da USF, do nosso NRI. Então, nós vamos seguir com a apresentação em inglês, mas todos fiquem muito à vontade para fazer suas perguntas no chat em português, caso se sintam mais confortáveis ao fazê-lo em português, nós podemos traduzir aos professores ao final da apresentação, ok? Como preferirem. So let's continue. As I mentioned, this is a very important evening for us because we will launch our English program, International English Program, online on campus at Michigan State University, United States, in partnership with Universidade São Francisco. For this launching and this special evening, we receive here two important guests. Professor or Mr. Albee, Mark Albee. Professor Mark Albee got his bachelor in English teaching and English as a second language from the University of Florida, and his master in teaching English and teaching as a second language from the University of Birmingham. He has been working at the English Language Center since 2011. In addition to being an instructor, Mark Albee is a student advisor and has been external programs coordinator since 2016, and he loves working with this area to special programs partners and students. Mark enjoys spending his free time with his family, and he loves outdoor activities, no matter what the season is. And he told us today that almost starting to snow there, and we are really hot here in Brazil. So this is very special. We also have the pleasure and the honor to receive here with us Mr. Sang Chung. He is serving as the Associate Director and has worked for the Institute for Global Health since 2012. Mr. Chung has also worked for VIPP for more than 15 years and is responsible for new international higher education program development and implementation with Korea and other countries in Asia and Middle East, Latin America, and North Africa. Mr. Chung identifies potential programs areas and collaborative opportunities for Michigan State University with companies, with government agents, and educational institutions abroad, as with Universidade São Francisco, USF in Brazil. He also works as a program planner and implement with a variety of program sponsors in Korea, Japan, Brazil, Turkey, Costa Rica, Vietnam, Thailand, Libya, Saudi Arabia, and in very other countries, including the Ministry of Education. Telecom, Energy, Marketing, Regulatory Authority, Icewood Foundation, University of Costa Rica, Denki Rengo, University of Haiku, Foreign and Trade University, Bangkok Glass, Saudi Arabia Culture Mission, among very others. So, wow, very important guests tonight. Our partnerships from Michigan State University, And we are very, very pleased and honored with your presence here. And to explain more about this partnership and this international program for the English health area, which includes the Med Experience program and all the other students and professors from our health area at USF, we also receive Professor Andrea Corazzi Pelosi. She is medical doctor, graduated at USF, which is an honor to us too. She obtained her specialist title, being general practitioner at the same university. She has a master's degree in pharmacology obtained in the State University of Campinas, Unicamp, and she's currently taking a doctorate degree at USF as well in the health area. She has been teaching for the same university, USF, since 1997. She is a coordinator of the extension program in medicine, Med Experience. So thank you, Professor Andrea, for being with us at this important moment. Well, and we have another guest, very important, Professor Liz Ponet. She's also medical doctor. She's graduated at the Catholic University of Louvain, Belgium, and she obtained her specialist title being general practitioner from the same university. Professora Liz obtained her diploma in tropical medicine and the Institute of Tropical Medicine Antwerp in Belgium, and she has a vast clinical experience in tropical medicine and family medicine in Asia, Africa, Europe, and Brazil. Professor Liz has a PhD from the Federal University of São Paulo, when she researched on access to primary health care services. She is teaching at the medical course at Universidade São Francisco for 6 years, and she works with us at the International Relations Office. Well, so thank you very much for all these important teachers to be with us this night and to present this important program to us. Thank you, Marina, for being here to help us to share the screen and our professors' presentations. And thank you, all of you, to be with us, students, teachers, and even department for helping us. So now I pass the word to Professor Andrea Corazzi Pelosi to explain a little bit about this program. Thank you.
Thank you, Cristiane. Good evening, everyone here in Brazil, and maybe good afternoon for our guests, still good afternoon for our guests in Michigan. As the coordinator of the medical extension program, the Med Experience, I am very glad to be here today. And I want to thank our guests, Professor Mark Albee and Professor Sung Chung, to greet my co-workers, Professor Liz and Professor Cristiane, and thank Marina, the students, and everyone that are listening to us here today. The Medical Experience Program is about human development, innovation, technology, medical career, mentoring, and of course, internationalization, which is our subject here today, and to introduce our English immersion program, I will call Professor Liz Ponet, and the microphone is yours.
Thank you very much, Professor Andrea. My most welcome to all the students, to all the staff, to all the medical residents, to all the doctors from the University Hospital, and to our ex-students who already said they are very interested. And of course, a great welcome to our speakers. We are so happy we are here together today. Since I think it's almost a year, we are discussing with Michigan State University because we wanted to offer an on-campus medical immersion program. So it was a huge discussion because we were still in the pandemic and we were thinking how we can organize it. And we are so glad that today we can launch this program. A lot of students and a lot of ex-students, medical residents, they are telling us how we want to learn English, we want to learn medical English. Some are interested in revalidating their diploma. Some of them, they want to go and try to do a clinical internship or even a residency in the US. Other people, they say, oh, we just want to learn English because we want to go and we need to present it at some conference. So there are, or some people are doing a post-graduation program. So there are many reasons why people want to learn English. And we are not only talking about medical English, but also English for all the health-related courses. So today we can launch the program, the medical immersion program. You will learn all the details with our speakers, and it's very important for the students, but also for the staff. If you have interest in participating in this course, please register. We will post the link for you where you can register, because then we know already how many people will going. Then we have a bit more information about who is interested, and we will contact you in the beginning of next year to have all the details given to you and to share all the information. So I won't extend anymore. I will give the word to Professor Mark Albee, and it's a really great pleasure and it's an honor that we can organize this, and we are so happy we are here. So thank you very much, Professor Mark Albee. Thank you very much, Professor Sung Chung, and I give you the word, Mark Albee.
Okay, great. Well, thank you all so much for such a kind introduction. Mr. Jung and I are so excited to be able to join you today to talk a little bit about Michigan State University and who we are and what the medical English program that has been introduced will cover. And so I think we're going to share a PowerPoint presentation here. And as soon as we do, I'll begin by giving you some descriptions of the program.
Okay.
Great. All right. So again, the medical English program at Michigan State University, as Professor Liz mentioned, we've been working on this program. We've been discussing it for over a year now, and we're so excited to finally offer it in summer of 2022. The program will run from July 10th to July 16th. All right, and go ahead and show us the next screen, please. As has already been mentioned, right, Professor Sung-Soo Chung with the Institute for Global Health and I will be working together to coordinate this program. And we have worked together in the past on a number of similar programs for Japanese and Korean universities. And those programs have been very well received. And the students really got a tremendous amount out of those experiences. Okay, next, please. We'll show you a few pictures of the Michigan State University campus. Or MSU, as we call it. MSU is one of the largest public universities in the United States, both in terms of the size of the campus, as well as the number of students who attend the university. And this picture here is just a small part of our university at MSU. You can see in the top corner is our American football stadium. But this campus is 2 to 3 kilometers east to west and several kilometers north to south also. So it's a large, beautiful campus with a lot of trees and a river running right through the middle of it. And the next slide, please. The picture here is a picture from spring. The last picture, of course, was fall. And this is a picture in the middle of our campus of Beaumont Tower. And the next one, please. And finally, we just left fall here in Michigan and we're heading into winter. We have a little snow on the ground, actually. But this is a picture of the Red Cedar River, which runs right next to the building where I work, and kind of at the peak of fall about a month ago. Okay, thank you. Next. So you might be wondering, some of you, where Michigan is in the United States. We know you're familiar with Florida, of course, and New York and California. But you can see by looking at the map here that Michigan is in the Midwest of the US, right? And looking at the smaller map to the right, the MSU campus is very close to Lansing, Michigan, which is the capital of the state of Michigan. It's a beautiful state that's surrounded by water on all sides, the Great Lakes, and it's a northern climate, so we have really lovely 4 seasons, a full winter and a beautiful summer that we hope you'll be able to come visit us during. The next slide, please. So a little bit of information about Michigan State University. As I mentioned, we are a public university, a land-grant research university, and we were founded in 1855. Michigan State University is a top 100 world university with more than 200 academic programs. There are approximately 50,000 students at MSU at any given time from all 50 states in the United States and around 130 different countries. So 10% of our student body is international, so somewhere between 5,000 and 8,000, depending on the year. So we're a very diverse and very welcoming community for international students. Michigan State University has the largest dormitory system in the United States. We have 27 residence halls where about 15,000 of our students live, and 10 dining halls, which are pretty impressively good, much better than they were when I was a student. And if you look in the bottom right corner of the picture here, you can see Sparty. Sparty is our mascot. And so we refer to ourselves as the Spartans, the MSU Spartans. Next slide, please. Great. This is just, I think this map got turned a little bit. So north is actually this way. This is a picture of campus. I only wanted to point this out to give you a sense of the size, the scope of the university. If you attend this program, if you register, you'll be coming and living on the corner of campus in one of our biggest dormitories. In summer semester, normally we have a couple of dining halls open and a few dormitories. And so you would be living in one of those dormitories and shuttling between there and classrooms, which will be not too far away. Okay, next, please. This will give you a sense of the housing at MSU. Normally, special program students like yourselves would share a room in an MSU dormitory. So 2 students or 2 participants together in a dormitory. And the next, please. And as I mentioned, there are a few dining halls that will be open in summer. And so you would be given access to 3 meals a day in these dining halls, which are actually quite good. Most of the student visitors are really happy with the dining facilities. And the next, please. Right. And so finally, we're going to introduce the medical English program and some information about the Institute for Global Health that Mr. Jung is the associate director of. So, Mr. Jung.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Professor Lee. This is Sung-Soo Chung. I'm associate director of the Institute for Global Health. Next, please. I'm going to explain about the IGH, Institute for Global Health, a little bit, as well as our what we are doing, and then we will introduce some content for the medical English program, which maybe you are interested in. Next, please. So IGH is founded in 1987 to promote the scholarly activity and the research in the health-related college in global health aspect. Next, please. So our institute is founded by 5 colleges. One of them is orthopedic medicine, another one is human medicine, veterinary medicine, nursing, and then international studies and programs. Next, please. So our goal is basically we do 3 things, research, and then education and capacity building for the global health. Next, please. Next, please. Next. This is what we usually doing. Next, please. Next. So one more. So this 6 picture actually for the what we have done with our student. So medical student usually going to the various country and then visit with the attending physicians as well as local physicians to have some medical missionary trip in the village. So we are very focusing on the medical area. So in terms of global health. So one of them is Haiti. You know the Haiti that more than I do. But anyway, point here is that their condition is very poor. So we try to help them out with our students as well as local physicians. Mexico is same situation. However, Mexico, we have a physician over there too. So we try to have our own clinic in the Mexico. Nepal is another one, which we try to execute with the One Health concept and approach with environmental health as well as human health and animal health. The Dominican Republic case also same situation. We have lots of research activity as well as a medical missionary trip. Also Peru, we using the Amazon boat, which is basically a hospital boat. We try to visit the indigenous people in order to have some research for example, like a water improvement or infectious disease or HIV issue for the Peru Amazon. And then also Malawi, which is huge, about more than 25 years. We send our doctors, which is one of them is Terry Taylor, who are doing the children malaria case. So she got some image from there, and then we got those at MSU on campus. We usually translate those images by the radiology department, and then send it back to some translation. Then usually Dr. Terry Taylor is giving some treatment. So that is a really good model. So that's why NIH, National Institute for the Health, recognized her with lots of research fund. Next, please. So basically, what I'm trying to say is IJH is focusing on the Global Health Research Program, and then as well as Global Health Information Exchange to study abroad health course and linkage with international university. Also, we promote for the One Health concept and approach as well. Next, please. So basically, I try to show you that where we usually visit as a study overall the program, but except these courses, this country, actually, we have about 40 more countries sending our student to the world at this moment. Next, please. Also, we having some program called as a CELPIC program, which is, I think, one of collaboration I'm doing with the English Language Center right now, which is a certificate program, which is basically we invite the healthcare professionals and students to MSU and just train them and then send it back to their own country with advanced knowledge. Next, please. So those kinds of certificate was executed in Korea, China, Japan, Peru, Turkey, Dominican Republic, Egypt, and some other countries actually coming too, but I did not list it. Also, the area will be the orthopedic medicine, manipulative medicine, and then also shadowing, hospital management, also some workshop for the environmental medicine as well. Next, please. Next, please. This one is we are talking about. Also, we have a Master of Science in Global Health, which is 100% online program. which is for the 27 credit. You can get the master program. Also, you can have the 3 credit program, which is about three courses. Then you can get the certificate as well. There's a lot of people over there, so I'm just trying to let you know. Next, please. Another thing, as I told you, that we promote the One Health. So human health, animal health, and then environment health is not separate anymore. As you can see, that Omicron variant already came out. So, which is, I think we needed to figure out what's going on from the Botswana as well as South Africa. But anyway, point here is the COVID-19 is not the only human beings problem. It is animals problem and the environment problem. So we try to promote all those concepts. And then based on those concepts, we try to have a more research project on this moment. Next, please. So this is one of the concept thing you may think about it for the future. Next, please. That's why we have created a education and the research consortium of the America. So several countries, about the 10 countries right now participate. Teachers basically virtually we meet every month, once a month for some research project focusing on the global health. Next, please. So in the ERCA, the Education and the Research Consortium of the America has 4 themes. One is water quality, another one is infectious disease, the other one is psychosocial determinant of disease, and 4th of them is ecology. But we try to have 2 more. One is a non-communicable disease research, as well as the refugee resettlement program, which is more focusing on the Middle East situation, as well as the Haiti. Next, please. So if you are coming to the MSU, I think we try to provide a lecture introduction of the U.S. medical system, and then orthopedic medicine, and then because I think you should understand for the future if you want to be a global physician in United States, and then also as we focusing on our institute, we try to give you the lecture about the global health and the environment health, as well as for your future purpose. We will try to how to be successful of the USMLE, and then also we try to visit some hospital like Sparrow Hospital and the McGregor and Greater Lansing Hospital. Next, please.
Okay, I'll mention the program costs. I'm sure all of you are very.
Do I need to do this?
I'm going to take it away from you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we've worked together to, we've done everything we can to reduce our program costs so that it's as affordable as possible. And so the program's cost for this medical English program at MSU is $1,644 per person. And that cost includes tuition for both the English language support classes and the medical lectures and medical facility visits. It also includes on-campus housing, as well as meals, all of the transportation required during the program. The airport that we ask that people fly into is the Detroit Metropolitan Airport, and we provide transportation from that airport to East Lansing. It's about 90 minutes away. We'll provide transportation on campus and to local hospitals, and then transportation back to Detroit for those of you who just returned to Brazil after 1 week. It also includes a welcome and a farewell reception on the first and final day of the program. Okay, next, please. So I think that is, I can safely say that is the end of our presentation, but we'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Sung-Soo, yes.
Okay, so everybody, I think if you are interested in this program, please go this website, program registration, and then fill out the form. Then we will keep informing you. Actually, your university will keep informing you what with any update for this program. Thank you. Questions?
All right.
Questions? Everybody, please come back.
Hi. There is a first question, and the question is from Thais Oliveira. She's very worried about the new variant from the SARS-CoV-2. So she asked if there are travel restrictions and we cannot go because we cannot go to the US, and maybe there will be travel restriction. Will there be like rescheduling of the course without any extra cost? That's her question.
Yeah, this is something that we probably need to discuss administratively a little more. However, I would say that the best option for all of us is that we don't collect program fees until later in the spring. We'll conduct registration first, and then a few months later we'll have a final due date for program fees. Obviously, even in a few weeks we'll know a lot more about the new variant and the impact that it's going to have. But whatever changes might happen between now and April or May, we'll be able to adapt to those changes. And really up until your arrival at Michigan State University, we will be able to provide refunds and or reschedule. Absolutely, we would love to continue working with USF to reschedule if it becomes necessary to do that.
However, just for information, I mean, it would be more like I think it's going to be a Brazil government side, because I think so far the United States government does not have any restriction as long as all people from the foreign country with full vaccination, first and second, then they will not have any problem so far. Okay, so I'm trying to put it on this way. I think we go ahead, register first, and then we will see what will gonna happen in the future.
Mm-hmm. The second question in regard to installments and discounts, I'm afraid we've worked as hard as we can to discount the program as much as possible already, and so a further discount won't be possible. Installments may be a possibility. We're able to take payments by either wire transfer or credit card, and that's something we'll work on with your administrators. But I think it may be possible to deal with installment. It does get a little bit confusing and messy if we have 20 to 25 people sending multiple payments over several months. So we would prefer to just have a final payment date so that you can, but if there's a reason, if there's good justification, again, we're happy to consider that possibility.
We have another question that maybe Professor Andrea and Professor Alice can help us to answer. It's from Fernanda Antunes about the semester.
Yes, Fernanda, it will be possible to, if you have the English proficiency, you will be able to participate. I will answer in Portuguese as well. Sim, Fernanda, se você tiver a proficiência em inglês, você pode participar em qualquer semestre do curso. Tá? There's another one.
Yes, it's about internato, but I think that Professora Giovanna can organize with the students because she suggested the date. Am I wrong?
I want to ask Professor Mark and Professor Chung if the data is flexible or these days are already fixed.
Well, I can answer this. The exact program for next year from us is not known yet, not known until now. However, these were the data that were passed to me by the medical coordinator, and this is said that most of the students can participate. So this is the data that were passed on by the medical coordination, and as far as we know, we do not have the official chronogram of the lectures next year. So it doesn't depend on us, but we can check again. And the idea is really not only to organize it in July, but maybe hopefully if everything goes well in January 2023 as well. So there will be other opportunities for the students. So I will translate it as well. Nesse momento, até que eu saiba, não tem o cronograma pronto no ano letivo do 2022, mas a ideia são os dados que foram passados para nós, então provavelmente se os alunos vão estar de férias e também a ideia é organizar o curso depois em janeiro de 2023 e depois julho de 2023, se tudo corre bem, a ideia é realmente repetir esses cursos. There is another question about which English tests are valid. So Giovanna Mira, she asks, is FC Cambridge is valid? And Sabrina Minama, she says, okay, I'm not doing English through Universidade São Francisco. Can I still participate in the internship or in the medical immersion program?
Before I respond, is this something that you have a position on? I mean, we've discussed testing, of course, and we do plan to work with USF to provide kind of a fundamentals test, and we will do that once registration is complete. However, I would say that we're really hoping for an intermediate level of English proficiency, intermediate and above, in order to really benefit from the lectures and the coursework that we plan to provide.
So I will speak in Portuguese, if that's okay for you. Então, a ideia realmente, nesse momento, é lançar o programa, ver quantos interessados temos e depois podemos ver todos os detalhes. Nesse momento, é importante de saber quantos alunos estão interessados e realmente, como falou o professor Mark, é preciso ter um nível, pelo menos, intermediário de inglês para ter o máximo proveito do curso de inglês médico.
In addition, Professor Alice, Sabrina, the student Sabrina has asked the same thing, that she doesn't study English at USF, but she asks if she can take part of the program. Well, if you have English for that, the intermediate level as Mr. Mark Albee has required, so I think it's okay. You will be tested when you apply for the program, okay? And we have some more questions.
Great.
There's a question from Lucas. He's asking what skills a pharmacy student could be benefiting and developing during the program. I don't know if Professor Mark wants to answer it.
I think maybe Mr. Jung could answer that better than I.
Actually, for me, the healthcare, this program is very short, 1 week. So I think those lectures can provide for the general healthcare professionals, not only just the pharmacists but also all other people. So I think this English will be helpful for the everybody, I think, in general. If we want focusing on some specific topic, including like toxicology and pharmacology, I think we will discuss more further on those topics. Okay?
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. Chen.
I think a point to add to that also is as the registrations come in and we have a better sense of who our audience is, we can, to some degree, we can try to adapt the curriculum to meet the needs. If it's really a varied audience coming from multiple different disciplines, then it's more likely to be a more global concept. If it's a lot of people coming from one area, then maybe we would try to customize things a little bit more.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mark Albi. And Ana Lara Jimenez has asked how can she apply officially. Ana Lara, I'm sorry. The link is available again. Então, o link está disponível novamente. Esse não é o link oficial, mas como os professores já comentaram, nós precisamos ter uma ideia inicial da demanda, porque nós temos um mínimo de alunos para que o curso aconteça, certo? Então, por favor, preencha esse primeiro e depois você será contactada pelos profissionais da Michigan State University e USF para oficializar. So, we answered that she has to fill out the previous form, and she will be contacted later to officially her application. And Thais Oliveira is asking if she can go in July and January. She is very excited about it.
We love to have a twice. Only problem actually right now, as far as I know, that administratively, I think we need a minimum number as 20 students. So we really want to have the student from the USF anytime. I think twice per year. I think that is a great idea. However, we needed to meet the minimum number. You will really enjoy the snow, believe me. I really enjoy the snow very much in Michigan in January.
Thank you very much, Professor Chung. And Fernanda Antunes is asking, how long is the course taking? Well, it's a course of 1 week course, so it's arriving on Sunday, and the courses will be until Friday. So it's a 1 week course, with lessons, with classes in the morning and with lectures and visits in the afternoon. Mm-hmm.
Can you hear this sound?
Yes.
It's a train sound, actually, MSU.
Yes, it's a train sound. How interesting.
We have a really big campus, so 2 train tracks is cutting through the course of our campus right now. So can you hear that?
Yes, very
and
nice.
I can't even hear it, and we're on the same campus. So.
So his office is more central area with the purple, and my area is very outside of the campus. So that's why I can hear those sounds and he cannot hear. I envy him very much.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I would like to know if there are more questions. Tem algumas alunos, tem mais perguntas, alguns alunos.
Yeah, they are thanking you for the presentation and for the information. Do you have more questions? Tem mais perguntas?
We'll certainly be happy to take questions after this presentation period, this question period. So don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Also, I just try to let you know, all students, we love the questions. So please do not hesitate. Just ask us. But one thing I try to make sure that smart student make a good questions. So also that good questions make a good teachers as well. So please think about one more time your question and ask us whatever you want. Whatever you want. Thank
And
you.
Thais, she already said thank you to you. And Carolina Alves, she said she's very exciting. And Fernanda Antunes, she said it's very cool.
Great. Thank
So
you all
we
for
have-
taking the time to join us today too.
Thank you so much. One thing I really, as the last comment, I like to say that always new step will be hesitated. But without those new steps, you cannot get your real goal. If you're gonna be a global physician, please apply for this program and then see me. I will try to let you understand that how to be a global physician. Thank you.
Okay, if we don't have more questions, I want to thank again our guests for your time and all the information. We are very, very happy with this agreement, and we hope that it will bring good fruits for both sides. We are very excited and waiting, and now we'll do all the work here with the people that want to go, with the data and everything. I didn't know about this problem with the internship, but we will work on it and we'll let you all know. Thank you for the students. And questions are welcome at any time, not only now, but we are open to answer your questions, and not only us, but Professor Chung and Professor Mark also. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Looking forward to seeing you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Very nice to hear your presentation, and thank you for everybody to be here with us.